not fear death, and neither should you. Death, to a doctor, is but a partner in conversation, the constant witness of our work, even when we succeed. It is not old age, or what comes after it, that worries me. I am instead beset by the thought that I might fail to pass on my role. Make haste, son. I truly need you. Beloved father, Isidore, brother.
I'm afraid of death. That's why I say I will never die. Of course it's wrong, but... Time for Tetris. Let's see. I'm hungry. Let's get rid of... Smokle. Let's see if there's any way else we can make room. Put the blood amongst there. Let's see. We could put the scalpel in our slot and replace the knife. No matter how nice it would be to have. We have 2 lockpicks. One is not durable. This can be discarded or sold to some sucker. Men of the town watch, usually like them, so I'll try to track one down. Sell it for something useful that could perhaps fix the scalpel. Have a sippy. This will be filling up my inventory for a while. Shortly. Hello again.
Weird that you're still alive.
I came to pay my last respects to your father. Don't force me out. Did you know him? I didn't. He was already dead when I arrived. So you're just doing it for appearances. I talk to people a lot, and they said a lot of good things about your father. Talking to people is my greatest skill, you know. They open up and turn from puppets to... actual living humans. Are you going to live here now? Not right now. I don't want to sleep where blood was spilled. Nice. Medril tincture. Needle, money, chalk. A cloth mask needs repairing. Metal scrap. This is the annoying part. I'll have to give up something. But what? Oh, of course. Blood twire. Combine it. Let's use one water and take this. Perfect. Made out like a bandit.
What?
Why are you here? I live here? Well, I come bearing a sanitary order, so I'm here to examine and quarantine the place. Hospitality is an important tradition in my family, but to you I'll deny it. Why? I don't like you, bachelor whatever. Danil Dankovsky at your service. Just get lost. Is that so? Still, with your kind permission, I insist on examining the place. Even your unkind permission would do, but if you struggle to provide even that, I'll do fine without your consent at all, but I hope I don't need to threaten you at gunpoint. Go ahead, then. Examine the place, and if you can explain what's going on here, be so kind as to tell me too. By the way, what is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing your house is covered in. Do houses often get scabs around these parts? What mold? What on earth are you talking about? An omen. The house is all sick. Must be shingles. Voroshka had shingles last year. Mother thought it was the coughs, but then the doctor said it was just shingles. Rash shingles. Got it from a cat. That's what he said. What doctor was that? Grandfather Isidore. He's a good doctor. He gave Voroshka an ointment from herbs and ground stuff, and she got better in a week. Only we had to cut her hair. If you ever get sick, go to him. He'll cure you in a second. No, he won't. You'll have to come to me now with your shingles and measles. Why did you get all sad all of a sudden? So you're saying this house is sick, huh? Can't you see? Dad says it's soot, but I don't think it's soot. But a house isn't alive. It can't get sick. Who told you that? All the houses are alive around here. Ah, still my same old hometown. What's our line? We have tired Tychik at the Tametry. Stach Rubin finally wants to see me. VO Vlad Olgimsky. And I have a key to a secret factory building. Handy. I can't always sleep at other places, after all. So the line seems to be turn right, down the alley, across the Bone Steak lot, and to the Termitary. What are you gawking at? Don't you know who he is? He's Whitebeard's son. His dad went crazy yesterday and hurt people. So? He's the same as his father. Ask him. Ask him why his dad is called Whitebeard. Ask him. Not sure I want to. Why do you get in our way? One way or the other, we'll get him. If he grows up to be like his father, then meet here again in 10 years. Same place, same people. My dad didn't hurt anyone yesterday. Tell them to get off me. I'll handle this. Ah, what a lousy summer. Oh boy, treats. I'll have to mark it. Although, take what I can. How hungry am I? Just a little bit. Here we go. Better sated than sorry. A group of kin. Mother Bod will caress your step, Yagachin. Have some coin. We've collected it, there's a lot. Tell them to let us into the warren. We're scared. The warren, you mean the termitory? It's foul, cramped, suffocating, too high, too concrete, but safe. Right, I suppose people jumping from its windows just wanted to let some air in. Why speak of it? Evil is coming, Yagachin. You know it too. Inside lives Taya, Overseer Taichik's daughter. Only she can protect us from any evil. No harm will befall the place where Mother Superior lives. Yeah, I already know she's in there, and I too would have liked to see her. Tell them to let us in. Fat Vlad will listen to you. Take the money, just tell him yourself. He won't. Go back to where you came from. What do you want? I need to talk to a certain girl, Taya Taichik. Do you know her? If you want to bother someone, go do it at the pub. Or are you looking for trouble? We can help you out. Maybe we could strike a deal. 100 coins right now. Go ahead and offer them to Vlad if you're so smart. He's got plenty of room for coins. The man shits money. As for me, I like my head attached to my shoulders, thank you very much. So get out of here, enough talk. Whatever. Things aren't looking good. Pretty dire scenario. The path to Rubin. Take a left through this funny rock formation. How did my story about the race end? Well, there's nothing much to it. Only that... Just gonna stand there, huh? Let's have a look at this. We need these 3 things. Should have picked up that razor in the near the lot. That I largely expect this LP will go the same way. I will make it to the end, dead last. Crying, tearing. Absolutely miserable. But I'll try to make it to the end nonetheless. Humiliated, but...
Was it a month ago? I don't remember.
So here we are again. I managed to calm down Stach. He was wrong about you, or he was not entirely right at least. But still right, huh? Well, you already offered your father's inheritance, cub. Refuse it, I beg you. Do not follow his path. Why would I refuse? I don't know if I can properly explain this. There is no happiness down this path, not for yourself or others. Your father's path was cruel, cub. My father? Cruel? He was a kind man, but his deeds were ruthless. What do you mean? All in all, this is a quiet town, not perfect. There's place for everyone. We're all connected through bonds of love, of friendship, of patience. Life flows through those bonds, the town's veins, and to cut them would cause harm. Your father, don't be mad, he dreamed of remaking it all. You're being awfully poetic about this. He was a healer, sure. He knew life as no one else could. The kin revered him, but even that did us more harm than good in the end. What do you mean? 5 years ago, there was an outbreak in the crude sprawl. It spread like wildfire. Dozens and dozens dead. People sent for Isidore. When he arrived, he ordered the whole quarter to be quarantined. No one could leave. Not even the healthy people trapped inside. Impossible. The townsfolk obeyed his orders without question. They barricaded the whole neighborhood. In the end, there were almost no survivors. But the town lived on. I suppose that is true, but, cub, do not take his inheritance. Isidore's inheritance is his power, his authority, his duties. If you become another Isidore, we will never rest. We will never know peace. Peace only lasts until the next war.
I'm at my rope's end. I can't take it anymore.
Why did you come? Finally thought of some good excuses. I'm waiting for your excuse and apology, which I may not accept. The best form of defense is offense. You've always done it well. Stach, are you out of your mind? Yesterday, I was told you had killed your father. Oh, of course, I finally achieved my childhood dream. That's not far from the truth, Budach. You knew, all this time, I'm not a murderer. You just meant it as, well, it's a metaphor. I called you a friend. You betrayed him. You left when he needed you most. He cried out for your help, but you didn't care. He was in peril and you were too busy elsewhere. He believed, truly believed, that your arrival would put an end to his troubles. And, as always, he was right. Take a breath, calm down and explain what peril. What do you know? No, you wouldn't tell me. Suggested we wait for you to arrive. But you were in no hurry, were you? His first letter was sent in May. There's a war, arsehole. You think the trains come to this town often? Lara said I'm stupid and that I've lost my marbles. But I haven't. Your father always taught us to take stock of the situation, Budach. Overall, you're unneeded here. Don't bother me with your father's inheritance. He has better heirs. Lara's right. You are stupid. Shut up. Your father's inheritance is his work, Budach. That's his legacy. You are completely unworthy of it. His work is not yours. His knowledge is not yours. You abandoned both. He sent me away, jackass! You wanted me to study elsewhere. Go elsewhere, then. Learn whatever it is you'll learn there. Here you have no place. And if the kin tells you to let go of his burden, listen. Perhaps even that scum can be right sometimes. You're out of your depth here. I'm not going anywhere. You should listen to Gravel. You're acting stupid. Rubin is an idiot. I have a key to a secret factory building. This house has been defiled. 5 years ago, soon after I left the town, an outbreak of a horrible disease happened here. Father destroyed it, together with the carriers. The termitary is locked. Perhaps I could convince its owner to let me in. Alas. Oh, turn right and make it to the heart of glass. They built it into a factory. How quaint. Do you expect that I might do well in this? That I might somehow survive? I hope you do. I like it when people believe in me. But if I do fail, don't try to tell me that at least I tried. That's not gonna make me feel any better.
How heavy is her head?
Your face seems strangely familiar, but I'm positive we've never met before. What is your business? I'm the son of Isidore Bourach. My name is Artemy. You have my condolences. And my envy. Envy? Why? You were lucky to have a father like him. You think so? Isidore respected you as a person. He indulged your desire to walk your own path and has never forced you to follow in his footsteps. Never tried to produce a carbon copy of himself. That bit about my own path, I'm afraid it's not so simple. When he sent you away, the kin were livid. They condemned Isidore for tearing you away from your roots. But he always said that this was the only way for you to come to truly love your people. Through choice, not blind necessity. I see great love and wisdom in that. I get the feeling you're venting about your life, not discussing mine. Right, you are. Familial obligation is a sore spot for me. I pay good money to never have to think about it again. I can relate. If we disregard the Canes and the suburbs, one could say my father controls this town as closely as he controls his fat purse. Sadly, he's content with the current state of affairs and sees no reason for things to change. His complacency will doom us all. Things are already in motion, but let us speak of something else. You're right, though. The current power balance should be challenged. I'm saying this as a son of the kin.
Every little makes a mickle.
Fancy a drink? I found a note and a key in Father's house, signed V.O. Were you the one who granted him access to a factory cellar? So you found it. I hope you had enough sense not to mention it to my father. Also, V.O. who happens to own the factory, all its cellars and all its workers. Whoa, you rebelled against your father. How did it happen? My dear Artemy, I appreciate that you're a straightforward man, so I'll be honest with you. Your people, or rather what's left of them, that whole community called the kin, they all but belong to my family. To my father, the kin are a commodity, the workforce for the Bull Enterprise. Father told me it's more like slavery. Oh, I quite agree. Well, you should know that I don't condone my esteemed father's methods, and I will rule the Bull Enterprise one day. As an insightful and assiduous owner, I would like to create a more productive and efficient foundation for our industrial empire. Do you understand? Not quite. I would like to revive the king and its dignity. I'm fond of your traditions. They are unusual, almost miraculous. I don't believe in mysticism, but one has to accept the obvious facts. So I chose to give your father an opportunity to study some of them. So you're a philanthropist, huh? No, I'm a selfish man, acting entirely in his own interest. Slave labor is inefficient, for one. The kin are dying out under these unbearable work conditions. I don't want to be the owner of a ruined and broken, well, asset, robbed of any will to flourish. Pardon my cynicism. Do I like him? Does he sound insincere? Neither of these sound true. Should I play the play nice game? Perhaps I'll test his sincerity. Anything to say, young man? Oh, almost forgot. Brown fire costs 3 times as much today. I see. Ah, alas, no brown twire for me. Not selling great amounts of food. But, hey, check out this number. You might remember a certain price. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's head. To a gun. The durability is in trouble a little bit. And of course, the Civil War has gone on for more than 2 years. The hostility mostly passed our hellhole by, but refugees and deserters keep spreading military equipment to the farthest parts of the country. Blood is one of the primal elements. It bears life and death. Blood is compulsory. A body consists of 3 layers: blood, bones, and nerves. Any affliction can be cured if one discovers which layer has been poisoned. This potion allows me to touch the nerves. Rumor has it, Georgie Kane carved the statue in the Crucible's yard with his own hands. Drivel. Why would a judge waste his time on that? I found a spare key, but these key thefts are becoming concerning. Your equipment is far from cheap, is it not? It would serve no one if it gets stolen. And do keep in mind that if our small arrangement is uncovered, I too will have to bear the consequences. Ashen Switch has an acerbic smell and prickly texture. Is there anything else I haven't touched? Ah, cloth mask. This mask resembles those worn by medical personnel, but instead of sterile gauze, it's made of dirty cloth, and instead of hanging tightly to my face, it hangs loose. Frankly, it's just a rag with 2 ties. Once we're here, we'll be able to travel in a fairly straightforward line to the polyhedron. I am not so interested in taking a boat, but perhaps an option is to do this, take a boat, travel all the way around to the polyhedron, meet someone waiting for me, and then head to Fat Flood. I think I have enough thumbnails. A new home. Great place to sleep. Texture would be uncomfy, but the firmness might be okay.
This joint won't break. It's made of metal.
I'm not gonna make a vape joke. I didn't touch anything! Hell, what's going on here? Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? I got it. Are you catching rats or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I, we used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt. Made extracts myself. You think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff! What is that thing on the table then? Did you make it all by yourself, No need to be nasty. Well, if you're the nice one here, go ahead and kindly tell me how you got in. Easy. Someone needs to work the machine after all, while the old man walks the step. So I volunteered. Our kind doesn't need keys. What is this machine anyway? It's a mixer. Old man used to make medicine here, like tinctures, I think he called it. Extracts from all kinds of gross stuff. Huh. You really do know how it works. For some reason, neither of them works. Can you fix them? And I'll do anything. Just don't make me go. Alright, you little house imp, stay. There's enough room for both of us here. Let's tinker. I need scrap and a spring. And here we go.
Joker's one joke away from being a goner.
But fate deals a hand, and I see. Cloth gloves. They're poor, but they're spare. Might be able to sell them. Matches. I'll keep them for now.
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
I hear you now. Speak, but waste no breath. Ah, my old friend. No one better to talk to than with my own damn self. Now, he would have said, "This place is our true home. One can work here." Yes, home is where your work is. You can sleep here. This is a good hideout. The door is a strong lock, and not many people know about this lair. You can perform operations here and, of course, make medicines. You're a true master. I'm not fit to fill your shoes. Live here, son. Live here and continue your work. This place is yours now. Here you can do anything. Here you can do anything. That's exactly what he would have said. The alembic works, golden hands. Now let's review what it's for. Remember Ulmars? Of course. It's a tincture made from herbs. Correct. Tinctures are the foundation of every treatment. The steppe has graced us with its wondrous herbs. Tva, the queen of plants. Svevery, Aschensfish, Weitvip. Tell me, what's so good about them? They have astringent properties, I believe, and thus improve immunity. Properly prepared, a good tincture is a powerful booster. Correct. They reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture? With clear water, no ethanol. Steppe herbs are too delicate. Unente. Clear water and 2 different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet. Make a single ulma for a start. Bechara, this place is well stocked. You've always been thrifty, old man. Let's say blood and black. We have Medarel. Our mum has some sort of wicked disease, Doctor. Can you give my little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. This September is truly foul. Just don't let your mother get close to her while she's sick. Our place is cramped. We can't make her sleep in the street, can we? Fair enough. Prophylaxis. Good. Now let's get down to curing people. What always comes first? We need to determine which layer hides the sickness. Correct again, but you are forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our great ally. It reminds us we're still alive. It drives us to action. However, when a patient is in unbearable pain, we cannot uncover which layer has come out of balance. Not to mention that using Ulmars hurts the patient as well. Don't get smart with me, boy. We'll get to Ulmars soon enough. For now, get to work. Relieve his pain. It was you who sent me to study clinical medicine. Things are done differently there. You're better off without preparing Ulmars that relieve pain. That knowledge is taboo. Stick to morphine and you'll be fine. Any medicine is fine if it lets you avoid making cuts. I'll stick to morphine. It is time for the most important part. Do you remember what a meat is? I do. It's one of the 3 layers in a body. How do the Ulmars and different herbs correspond to these layers? An Ulmar can only reveal symptoms of the layer of the same color. Let's say you're making an Ulmar from 2 herbs. How do you know which color you'll get? One of the herbs decides. You will learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an Ulmar of every color. Go in blind for now, and the herbs will reveal themselves to you. Try again and again. That is how you'll learn to link things together. 3 tinctures, 1 of each color. I'll try. Brown and black. Brown and red. Black and red. We have Medarel, Yas, and Zur. An Ulma of every color is linked to a specific layer. Tell me how. It can only reveal the symptoms on that layer. Correct, however, there is a catch. What do you think it is? Symptoms can be misleading. One can't always immediately uncover the symptom that pinpoints a single layer as the one out of balance. Yes, Your job is to eliminate all the wrong possibilities. Yet every single tincture I give the patient hurts them. That is so. You have to keep an eye out for pain levels. It is time to act, son. Uncover the symptoms. Determine which layer is out of balance. Do your best to use as few ulmas as possible. You have everything you need. I'll be observant. Let's start by feeding the painkillers. It's white or orange, it's unclear. It is definitively bones. Now you know which layer the illness is hiding on. It's time to administer antibiotics. Of which there are 3 kinds as well. That's true. I shouldn't give too many at once. Too big of a risk. Yes, you can only administer a single one. Antibiotics are harmful, as you know. You'll learn to make your own, but later. For now you can use pills. There should be a stash around here somewhere. Choose the correct one. Now there's no room for mistakes left. Neomycinum. Hey. Let's read some of the descriptions. The best way to avoid infection is to be dead. Antibiotics, which lower infection at the cost of health in general, are the first step to the grave. Treatment successful. See? That wasn't so hard. Soon you will remember everything. You'll make a great healer, a healer I'll be proud of. I'm so sorry you won't be around to see it, Father. Not enough resources.
Have you seen a pale, glimmering man walking around at night?
Not yet. Hello, anyone in there? Can you hear me? For a moment you just stood there, feeling bad, maybe? The air is thick here in September. Breathe in too deep and you'll pass out. I was just remembering Father. So does it work now? The Olympic? It does. What about the big one? I don't know yet. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? What do you need to fix it? I'll need a special toolkit for it. Ah, you can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. But I don't think anyone's selling one now. But if I see one, I'll let you know. Well, I haven't been able to see a single toolkit anywhere over these last few days, so if you find one, let me know. We can upgrade our inventory. That should be good. We need thread, needle, and a cloak. Now, hold on for a minute. I want to write this down on my own. I keep a handy-dandy little whiteboard for taking notes such as these. Inf. Thread. Needle. And for the knife, if I want to upgrade that, no. If I want to upgrade, okay, so for the mask, I will need thread and hairpin. For the gun, I will need spring, 2, and a scrap. For either knife, I will need a whetstone, a chisel, and a razor. I only have $600 though. So it'll have to be something to make a count. I'll leave these here, as well as the herbs. I won't need them yet. I'll leave the broken ampoule and the rag. They don't trade very well, and I won't need them until nighttime, I suppose. Will I need the leash? Probably not. Let's organize this inventory a little bit. Not the most action-packed of events, I know. But it makes me happy. I love to organize things in inventories. It's fun. Let's move this here. And move all our little pieces over into here. How's my exhaustion? It's fine. My hunger? Doing well. My thirst? Barely at all. It's 2:50 p.m. And last of all, just a little drink for me. Ah! My throat is sore from all the talking. Hello again. I'm sorry about your loss. Still think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due but gives in kind. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember our connection? Ah, it's you, Basagran. Whoa! That water doing me funny. I'm all yours, Herrchen. I've no need for such gifts. This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt, either its taste or colour, or whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? Wait, it can't be. Let me see how to pronounce that. But you're not heartless, however cruel. I won't leave you, I hold no grudge against you. Just mind this. When you finally remember, when you realize why you need me, do not hold a grudge either, promise? I'm not the type to hold grudges. Don't send me away. We are bound, you and I. I am yours. Remember that, at least. Yama berche basagan by. I couldn't forget, even if I tried.